It was a beautiful day on the railways of Britain. All the engines were working hard. Fuck off, you tosser! Go get your own show, you bastard! Fucking Americans trying to take over everything. Get out of here! Go home! Leave! Okay then. It was once again summertime on the CHR, and the traffic had picked up as it always did this time of year. The difference this time was, Mr. Little had prepared for it. He had Mike, Mac, and Ryan, mainly on passenger detail. And had Carter and the Challengers working full steam to move freight trains. Carter was now getting along with the engines much better. Since his paint was taken away, he had become a more humble member of the team. Mr. Little saw this change within him and decided to reward his good behavior. Carter, I have something to say to you.
Oh, please, sir, don't scrap me or send me away. I've been doing my work without fuss, and I've been trying to get along better with these engines.
Who said anything about scrap? I need you to go to the works and be repainted.
You mean I get my old colors back?
Not quite. I need an engine to pull a special train for me, and since you've already done it before, I thought you might as well be allowed to do it again.
You don't mean, sir.
Oh yes, I do. Now run along to the workshop and get that paint on. I've already gotten some special passenger cars waiting for you.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Little also had other plans up his sleeve. He had secretly been planning a steam gala on his railroad. This would allow time for Jason to undergo some heavy maintenance. Alright, you lot. We'll be quite busy this weekend with the 4th of July gala. We have canceled all normal trains except for the passenger runs, and will be operating photo charters. Greg and Steve, I need you two to double head a photo frame. Can you do that?
Yes, sir.
The rest of you know what to do. Let's get busy. Yes, sir. That Saturday, the engines were all prepared to go. Each one of them had been scrubbed clean and polished before the day's events. The first train to set out was Ryan's early morning commuter, which brought many people to the railway. The line was then cleared ahead from Mac, who flew by with a train of photographers. Next up was Greg and Steve, making multiple run-bys with their photo frame. Meanwhile, in the shop, Jason was getting grumpy.
I don't see what all the excitement is about. I can pull more than they can.
Jealous are we, Jason?
What? Me? Never.
Alright, if you say so. While the event was going on, many people began to wonder where the challengers were. Mr. Little had told them all there would be a surprise at the end, but hadn't specified what it was. Don't worry, people. All will be revealed in good time. Just then, loud patriotic music started blaring over the speakers as Carter pulled through with a poorly done replica of the American Freedom Train. He looked splendid as the afternoon light shone off his paintwork. Wow, Mr. Little, that was an amazing surprise. I didn't see that coming. Oh, that wasn't the surprise. It will come later tonight.
I can't wait.
That evening, Mr. Little gathered all his guests and engines around the turntable. There was a certain buzz in the air as people waited for the surprise to be unveiled. The time has come, people and engines, for the surprise to be shown to all for the first time. This is a project that myself and many others have been working on for quite some time now. Without further ado, please divert your attention to track 3. As the spectators looked on, the challengers puffed in, hauling a very large engine. That engine was a Union Pacific Big Boy. The CHR is now in possession of the only operational big boy in the world. The crowd went wild as pictures were taken and videos were made. The engines were even put on the news that night. As the steam gala continued throughout the weekend, the big boy was put on display in the yard. People flocked in by the hundreds to see this behemoth machine in steam. What will we call him?
Yeah, what's his name?
Oh, I've forgotten to introduce him properly. This, ladies and gentlemen, is Tanner. Tanner beamed from wheel to wheel. He had never received so much attention in his entire life.
I'm pleased to meet you all.
He then blew his whistle long and loud. And in the back of his mind, he knew he had found his place in life.